6 things to think about after losing a litigation. If you are watching this, chances are you or someone you know had just been through a tough legal battle and it didn't end well. Maybe you feel angry, maybe you feel lost, maybe you are wondering what's now. I get it. I've helped clients in that exact situation, and I can tell you this, a courtroom loss is not the end. It's a turning point, and if you handle it smartly, it can be the start of something better. Here are the 6 important things that you should think about right now. Firstly, consider an appeal. David lost a major commercial dispute. He felt hopeless until we reviewed the judgment and realized the judge had misapplied a key part of the law. That gave us strong grounds for an appeal. Guess what? 6 months later, the appeal court reversed the decision. Here's the lesson. Losing once doesn't mean losing forever, but you must act fast. Appeal deadlines are short. The first thing you should do is talk to your lawyer about whether an appeal is possible or appropriate. Not every case can be appealed. Appeals are usually limited to legal errors, not simply because you disagree with the judge's decision. Your lawyer can help you evaluate whether there is a strong basis for appeal, such as misinterpretation of the law, improper procedure, or evidentiary issues. If appeal is an option, timing is everything. Most jurisdictions have very strict deadlines, sometimes as short as 28 days to file a notice of appeal. That could be potentially extended by notice of intention to appeal, and you may need to act fast if you also want to stay the enforcement actions. Missing those deadlines could close the door permanently. Schedule a meeting with your lawyer immediately after the judgment and ask, do I have grounds to appeal? What are my chances of success? What are the costs and risks involved? Even if you decide not to appeal, knowing your options ensures you are making an informed choice. Number 2, think about debt restructure and assets protection. If the judgment includes a financial component like damages, costs, your next step is to get clear about your financial situation. This is where you need to think strategically. Can you pay what's required? If not, you may need to explore debt restructuring or asset protection options. Take Sarah's story. She lost a property dispute and faced a large judgment sum. Instead of panicking, she met with an insolvent expert. Together, they restructured her debt, negotiated with creditors, and protected key assets, all legally. This often means speaking to professionals such as bankruptcy trustees, if that involves personal insolvency, an administrator or liquidator, if that's a company, an insolvency expert, to protect your assets within the law. The earlier you speak to those experts, the more options you have. Waiting too long can limit your choices and put your asset at risk. And here's a key point. Do not attempt to hide assets and transfer them for free to your family and friends. That's illegal and can lead to far more serious consequences. The goal here is lawful, strategic planning, not evasion. Number 3. Consider settlement or negotiation. Losing a case doesn't mean the conversation is over. In fact, it often opens the door to settlement. The other party may now be more willing to negotiate, especially if enforcement could be expensive or time-consuming. And you may be able to negotiate terms that are far more manageable than what the judgment requires. One client I worked with won a contract case, but accepted a payment plan over 36 months instead of just the one lump sum offered by the losing party, because we knew we wouldn't get anything if we forced the other side to go bankruptcy. It is manageable and it kept the losing party's business alive. Discussion with the other side after losing a case isn't about weakness, it's about control. A final judgment doesn't mean you've lost your voice. You can still negotiate. And often, both sides prefer certainty over prolonged enforcement battles. If negotiation doesn't work out, you always have other options, and you have nothing to lose. Number 4, know your financial position and respect the deadlines. Here's where many people go wrong. They lose, they freeze, and they ignore the judgment. Don't do that. Once the dust settles, you need a clear financial pictures. How much do I earn? By when? What are the consequences if you don't comply? This isn't the time for guesswork. Gather all relevant documents, calculate your total assets and liabilities, and create a payment plan if needed. And above all, respect the deadlines. Even if you plan to appeal, you still need to comply with the existing judgment until it's stayed or overturned. Ignoring it could result in enforcement actions, property seizure, or contempt of court. Build a timeline for all post-judgment actions. Missing even one day can make a difficult situation far worse. Number 5, health check. Take care of your well-being. Losing a case can be emotionally overwhelming. Many people underestimate how deeply litigation affects their mental health. It's normal to feel anger, frustration, sadness, or even shame. But you need to process those feelings, not let them control you. Talk to trusted friends or family. Consider speaking with a therapist or counselor. Focus on routines that help you stay grounded. Exercise, sleep, proper nutrition. Go and have a health check. If you don't have health issues, at least you feel happy. If you do have health issues, it brings potential grounds to argue for financial difficulties and reserve money for treatment. Legal battles drain more than your wallet. They drain your energy, health, and confidence. Taking care of your mental and physical health is part of your legal recovery plan. Number 6, make a restart plan. Finally, it's time to look ahead. Losing a case isn't the end, it's a new beginning, but that requires a mindset shift. Let go of anger and revenge. Focus on realistic, forward-looking goals. Ask yourself, what does rebuilding look like for me? How can I protect my reputation and key relationships? What lessons can I carry in the future? One client once told me, losing that case was the best thing that happened to me. It forced me to rethink my business, and now we are stronger than ever. Show accountability and resilience. People respect those who recover with dignity. Losing isn't doom, it's detour, and often it leads to somewhere better. Now, conclusion. Losing a case is never easy. It's emotional, it's frustrating, and it's easy to feel like everything is falling apart. But the truth is, losing a case isn't the end. It's the start of a new chapter. And with the right approach, that chapter can lead to growth, stability, and even opportunity. Let's recap the 6 essential things to think about if you lose a case. Consider an appeal, explore debt restructuring and assets protection, negotiate a settlement, understand your financial position and meet deadlines, take care of your mental and physical health, and make a restart plan focused on the future. And as always, consult a qualified lawyer about your specific situation. Thanks for watching. See you next time.